because each of our personalities get to come out in like full circle.
Right.
So that way it's not like I don't feel like I can feel like I can be passionate about whatever it is that we're talking about, and like a safe space where, you know, truly if like different levels of turbulence or whatever, like that's good because it offers so much more perspective to people.
I love that.
I agree.
Yeah.
You want it to be dynamic.
Right. And to have a balance.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that we just kind of threw ourselves into the wolves right there. But I do want to welcome everyone to the table. We're going to talk about the cards that we've been dealt as mompreneurs and how we translate, you know, the game of spades and those strategies into our day-to-day lives. This is the preliminary pop-up of a Mompreneur Momentum Mondays. How we're going to be curating the conversation with a card game, okay?
Bimbo Slice.
Featuring Bimbo Slice.
Bimbo Slice. Okay?
That's my character when we on the table.
So
don't mind me dressed like a bimbo, y'all. the green-eyed bandits over here.
And we got the Asian persuasion over here.
I was gonna say the Manila.
What is it? Manila.
Oh my God.
I love it.
Okay,
I love the
I love
diversity.
it.
I love the sisterhood. That's beautiful, y'all.
That's
for
it.
real.
That's it. All right, so a couple minutes. Okay, Miss Deal, let's go.
It's not a miss deal, but
No, it is. We gotta run it back because we're looking at everyone's cards.
Yeah.
Oh no, she don't got a joker. Is there only one joker?
Okay.
Because I feel like I was on the way to healing, and then I turned something again, and I felt like a.
You might need a brace or
Oh my
something.
gosh, it's like the worst.
And you can
I
go to
know.
like you can just go to like Walmart or something and they have
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Okay, because
Just
I just hate
kind of.
doctor visits. They take forever.
I know. I have like this weird thing even with like hospital smells.
Yeah,
You know what I
or
mean?
just
It's
being
just-
in one. I feel
yeah.
like sometimes you get sick, like going to one.
Yeah, it's
so
just-
many people there.
It's so funny you brought that up because I still didn't go to the hospital about my knot. I didn't know it looked that bad.
I mean, you on now.
Yeah.
Like,
No, the sensitivity is still there.
Yeah,
It encouraged me to ugly cry. Like I
to
needed,
let out the
I need,
emotion.
like it was like building up, like me holding it back a little bit,
Wait,
but then
It
not.
made you cry?
Oh, this, yeah, oh yeah. But the reason why we had to push back the meeting to 1 o'clock.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm sorry, I'm not on socials either.
no.
So if you
This was in the group chat. The group chat. I was like, because we were supposed to talk at 10.
Got it.
Thank you.
Yes.
He has been recovered.
Yes.
And it only takes
Back
a few
in
minutes.
business.
That's how you know we onto some magic because they're trying to stop it.
Right.
Stop the rain.
The show must go on. So I did want to, I was trying to talk about Aaron Brockovich and stuff. I had this crazy epiphany and where I came up with Bimbo Slice.
Mhm.
So this morning, again, I had this epiphany. I don't know if it's that knock on the head. I'm just getting knocked back into alignment, I guess, I needed that. See, Harry Potter scar. Can you guys see it?
You're right
Same
back.
place where I got hit.
Oh.
So when I was younger, I actually had a brick dropped on me.
What?
Yeah, but I know.
How old?
I was probably like 6.
Oh
So I got this scar.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like,
I know. So the neighbor, he was on top of the tree. We were trying to build like a tree house.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, like, I just get hit. I know, it was really bad. But I didn't realize, it was like shock, adrenaline.
Yeah.
And there was no pain. Because I was like, what the heck was that? You know what I mean? And then until the brick dropped down and I saw what it was, that's when I was like, But he was up there. But I felt like I was never the same after that. Okay? So again, where I attribute to like the whole autism and, overlapping ADHD stuff, like that's where I feel like it originated, even though that's not it's more genetic than that. I feel like since going to the water park, it like knocked me back in the same, you know what I mean? Like, and it hit me in the same area.
You saying that you ugly cried, like it just brings up so many
Things that were
ways
hidden,
that,
like
how we keep emotions in our body. Like I know that they say if you
Under wraps.
if you massage the two, like this part of the lower part of your back right here, it releases emotion. And I like sometimes when there are times where I'm getting a massage, I don't cry very often, maybe once a year, I don't know, I'm just a G. But
that part.
sometimes when I'm getting massages, I get emotional during that massage. There was only one time where I felt like overwhelming emotion, and I think it was one of my very first massages that I ever got. So just thinking about how touch and how many nerve endings are attached to our emotions.
Oh yeah.
And even when I got into a car accident and I had to get dry needling done, and the dry needling is similar to acupuncture, but it's more the Western, stick it into your muscle. And it's only in there for a couple seconds, but it releases pressure that's in that muscle, and it can cause crying. Thinking about even women, how much emotion.
that we are like keeping hostage,
Yeah.
Right.
And like you said, that pressure being released, even our spines. Like if
Yeah.
we like crack our spine a certain way, we like lose our sinus pressure or something. That's a really good point. That part of our self care is. I say a lot, you know, for massages too. Is getting
Just
that
hugging
blood
yourself, touching
Yeah,
yourself.
hug yourself. But touch is that's a love language for a reason.
I saw this lady getting massages like in her mouth, and that was like releasing so much
Oh.
emotion. Like they like put their hand in and like in your jaw.
It's a thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a thing.
Like, or like doing like this too, and like your tongue pressuring. I saw this. I was following this guy, but yeah, no, that's crazy because I was ugly crying, releasing a lot that I was just harvesting. I felt through my postpartum, and I was able to unpack that heaviness, and it was literally a weight lifted off of my shoulders. So I needed that. I was just holding it in.
How often do you cry?
Not often.
Yeah.
Not
I
often.
think it's crazy
you know?
that it's like big for us to sit down and be like, okay, let me let this out now.
Seriously.
We just go on through life and we keep living day to day. You know, we don't have time to break down because if we do, like a lot
Yeah.
of things are gonna fall apart.
And people
Right.
have to maintain
It's
that I'm looking good. Like,
Right.
The
Something in
mom
life will
thing,
literally
too.
slow you down and be like,
Yeah.
come on, like let's unpack a little bit.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. But that's part of showing up as the best version of ourselves, as a mom, as a business owner, things like that. Because we can get stuck in just go mode, go, and then we don't even realize that we're like
We
Overstimulated,
detach from the
exhausted.
emotions.
exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We detach from the experience because we're just trying to get through it.
yeah, straight up.
We don't process it.
And I think that it doesn't allow for those epiphanies. Those sparks of inspiration, especially as creatives. That's like our divine feminine energy, and to be intuitive. You know what I'm saying? So going back into getting hit, you know what I mean? Like having this epiphany that because I was like, how am I going to dress today? And I just thought of Erin Brockovich. Because Erin Brockovich, like if you've seen the movie Julia Roberts, she's this lawyer, but she comes in there like sexy, kind of dressing like a bimbo. You know what I mean? But she gets the job done. She has this humanitarian essence about her, wanting to represent and be the voice for the voiceless. To cinch myself up and was, let the girls perk up more. You know what I mean?
So you came in here prepared to be bimbo slice.
A bimbo slice.
Oh, it's a
That's
dick
right.
slice,
And that deck. You guys ever played War?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, again, like
So
20 years ago.
Yeah, but you guys
I
understand
do remember,
the face
I remember
value.
spades. I mean, I do remember. It's almost like I just needed to go, and then I'm.
That's how
Right,
I
okay,
need to
so this is
explain it.
the
Like
practice round.
I need to go,
There you
and
go.
we can explain it as
You're
we
like
go
a
along.
hands-on teacher,
Yeah,
hands-on
yeah,
learner.
yeah.
So we'll just
that's
do that.
good.
So it's kind of like those suits when the first person throws out. So she dealt. That means I go first. I'm gonna throw out a suit. You have to follow that suit. And again, like playing War, you want to beat that suit. And if you no longer, and you have to play that suit. If you no longer have that suit, you can cut with a spade. Hence why it's called spade.
What if you don't have a spade?
Then you have to throw off.
You just have to throw
You
off.
have to throw off.
And bear in mind that you cannot start playing spades until it
It's
is
cut.
cut.
Yeah. So we are playing wild. So Joker,
Joker,
deuce, and the
So
deuce
two
of
of
spades.
spades.
Right, and the
And
color
then the ace
Joker.
goes next.
The color Joker is higher than the black and white Joker. Okay. So again, that's like the highest ranking. And it kind of like an improv. This is something that I learned is the point of the partnership is to make the other person look good.
And
You know what I'm saying?
and watch what's being played and trust me. So like if you're not sure, just my partner got me because we're both paying attention to what's being played. You gotta trust your partner,
Right.
essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
But play to win.
Yeah, and that could be something translated into the real world. Also, being moms and mompreneurs is like trusting your village, trusting your partnerships, and not always taking the load. You know what I'm saying? All of it on your shoulders too, and to rely, but to read the room.
Come out swinging.
You gotta come out swinging. You know what I mean? Okay, so we'll let the cards
Okay.
talk. I'm gonna go first, but again, we're not calling a bid for the first hand, so I'm gonna throw out this.
And something I've noticed that people play in spades that I also see in real life is survival mode. You're gonna play those cards because eventually somebody's gonna be cutting that and you're gonna lose that.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta come out the gate hard.
Yeah.
You gotta go hard.
Get all your books
Go
first.
hard, go home.
Get your money first.
Yeah, and play it. And there's confidence in those guarantees. You know what I'm saying? It's confident enough that you can call those books. And that is also translated in metaphysics and our affirmations, things that we say to ourselves, and the fact that our words, we speak life. So when we're calling out books, you have confidence in that. Not to say that like a jack of you can't win a book either. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
all
yeah, 'cause
about
you
reading
absolutely
the
can.
cards
Yeah,
and
yeah,
counting
yeah,
the cards. That's where the strategy comes in. But yeah,
So
if you want to
what
try
direction is it
beating,
going?
it's going
How
this
are-
way.
how-
Okay, so say if I'm throwing a 10, and again, there's a strategy behind going hard, survival mode, like she was saying. There's already that known strategy. So if I'm throwing out a 10 in this suit, then clearly, I don't have the ace. Doing this for a reason. Maybe I'm setting you up, or you know what I mean?
You're trying to fish something out.
Yeah, I'm fishing something out. Since this is a practice round, I don't have any more diamonds. You see what I'm saying?
Is that
So
why you got rid of it?
that's why I got rid of it.
Mhm.
Okay,
This is practice.
because
Get it out your hand.
Get it out your hand, because then next round, whoever throws out a diamond, I'm bimbo slicing them.
Yeah. I want to start
So
collecting
that's
your
part of
books
the
early.
strategy and why spades is a spade. You know.
Mhm. Call a spade a spade.
Yep. And
A8.
but you have to play a diamond. If you
Right.
have a
Yeah,
diamond, because if you don't play a diamond and we later like we pay attention, you throw off or you cut it with a spade. I'm like, I know you got a diamond.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna count the books. That's another way to count it. And then I say, I'm not renege. I call it
Right.
renege.
And
And then
you take 3 books.
and then we check and we take 3 of y'all books.
Okay.
And if you don't have 3 books, whatever books y'all do collect, we collect them.
Play something that's going to cause her to play the next highest card that she has in her hand.
So you have to go up.
Right.
Yeah.
Go up if you can.
Yeah.
If you can't go up, don't go up, but don't play the card that hasn't been played yet. Because
Yeah.
if you play your king and somebody has an ace, they're gonna take that book from you.
Right.
Even though she just said she don't have any, either way, you know,
She could be
you don't
lying.
know that.
Yeah.
But you don't know that. So
yeah, I
play-
wouldn't have said.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
normally.
Right. Normally. So you would still want to try to win the book. So
Right.
if you had,
But you wanna
let's say
fish
we
out
didn't,
the
let's
card
say
that
we
would be
didn't, I didn't
yours.
say anything about the suit, right? You're gonna want to try to beat 10. So if you have a diamond that's higher than 10, you're gonna throw that out.
Mhm.
So even if you might not have an ace, but you want to draw out with a jack, at least you know I beat this card. Then you gotta enforce my partner to play higher than that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? To try to, like you said,
So it's like
bait
psychology.
them. Yeah,
Right,
bait
right,
them.
right.
Yeah, it's like psychology.
So,
Okay, now y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'.
Now we gotta come up with a new name for her.
Y'all
'cause
do
it
too
looks
much.
like
This is the first round.
we gonna call her Ace. We gonna call her Ace.
I like that.
Possibilities.
Right,
So when
okay.
we're counting our books and we're doing our bid, I would say if I had like 2 ace and a king and then a queen, I would say like I have 2 guarantees and a possible. So if I have a possible, you have a possible, then we can count those possibles as a book. Say if you have the king of diamonds, right? And I see that you win that, I'm gonna throw off. Like I'm not gonna cut
She's
my
gonna
partner.
protect you.
Right. I'm not gonna use one of my spades if I see that you won that diamond book. Does that make sense? Now if they were winning the book, I'm cutting. You know what I
Sisterhood,
mean?
girl.
I got you, girl.
It's that sisterhood.
That's that vanilla, right?
It's alright, I got my Ace, so we good.
Love
This game can be very intuitive.
Oh yeah.
It's like so weird. I think
It's-
that's why people get really passionate about it, because there's something that's sparked in them
yeah.
where they can feel the table, they can feel what's
But
about
if you
to
feel people, period, and you're in a
Yeah.
close, space where you have to
well,
like,
part
read
of
them.
Yeah.
we all have that psychic ability,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to pay attention. A lot of people get so distracted, and we're not, again, reading the cards and being able to read God's language and the numbers all around us, and literally see the patterns. That's what makes autism people on the spectrum, like why they are able to still thrive in society and the civilian world. You see them, a lot of them become therapists because they're able to recognize patterns and read people in that manner. Essentially,
Well,
what we're
autistic-
exercising here is being able to read the cards, read people, and find those patterns.
I think one of the symptoms of autistic people is that they also cannot read people. They can't read social cues.
Well, no, the patterns.
Okay, read the patterns. Okay.
Yeah, they're
So it's
read
more of
patterns
like a data analysis.
But then
Mhm.
being able to
Depending on
observation,
translate
yeah.
that into a person.
Mhm.
You see the patterns of a person or
Mhm.
the patterns of the climate. You know what I mean? It could be anything. you
Well,
know
I
what
guess what I was getting at with that too is that they can't necessarily read social cues,
yeah.
which makes them more logical. Which is why I feel like a game like this is so cool, because you can use logic,
Yeah.
and then also the intuitive response is just
There
kind
ain't
of
no gray
extra value.
areas.
Yeah.
It's black or white.
Yes, yes.
But
So-
that's
and
also
yeah.
human language. It's
Mhm.
specifically English language.
Mhm.
Because all other languages, like, one word means what it means. You know what I mean? Whereas in English,
Yeah.
it has so many different meanings.
Oh my gosh.
You have all the, you know what I'm saying? Like, the tonality. That's why
Yeah,
in
yeah.
other languages, it's hard. Like, even my mom, like, she thinks in Tagalog, but she's trying to speak in English,
yeah.
and it comes off crazy.
You know what I mean? Let me hear your
No, I ain't gonna do that to my mom. I ain't gonna do
No,
that.
because it's funny. No,
But
when I
it's
tell
real.
you, children of foreign parents, it's hilarious. I grew up in a very foreign community, and so I grew up around a lot of Latino people.
Yeah.
And so, listen, my Latino accent is very good, okay?
Yeah.
Okay? It's because, it's just, but it's fun, you
It is
know?
fun, it's
and
cute.
I don't feel like I'm appropriating anything.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
Because it's part of me.
Because you've also experienced it.
Exactly.
And
And
that's the
I
beauty
am
of it.
embraceful.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you are embraceful. So you love
Yes,
your mom.
very open.
But girl, let me hear that. Come on, girl.
No, all I know is like curse words. You
No,
know?
I want you to speak the language. I want to hear you articulate her accent.
But
her
that's what I'm
English
saying.
accent.
It was hard to be on the spot.
is.
It's tough.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will forget.
Rosemary! God damn it!
favorite.
Yeah, it's
So-
very tough
oh my God, I
love.
love it.
It's tough
I feel
love.
like
But that's what I mean. Her like go to hell.
You don't get offended.
You're the devil's child. No, for real. See, and that's why mothers don't know why I'm so fucked up in the head. Because my mom. I was like I said, she's thinking in Tagalog.
They react.
But she's talking in English.
Funny.
Oh my God.
Like, you can't hurt my feelings because
Right.
my mom was my first bully.
That's it.
Like, it's so
That's
true.
it.
Yep.
But that's the way they show their love. They
Yeah.
tell you the things that I feel like no one's gonna tell you, so I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah,
You
very
know what I mean?
blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suck it in.
Roxanne, remember?
Oh my God. Her dog, Roxanne, was at the house. She was like, "Why are you so big?"
Oh,
I was like,
man.
"Girl, this is like,
Roxanne.
this is fried chicken and collard greens." Okay? You know, Mars, she teaches me so fucking much. Like that little girl teaches me how to be soft. And she's autistic and she's nonverbal.
Yeah.
So she teaches me to be soft. She just has this way of communicating where everybody just serves her.
Yeah.
And just the water at the water park, she was like,
She's so adorable.
just
I
so,
feel
you know,
like
just
her.
so girly, so soft.
Yeah.
And I'm hard. Like,
Yeah, me too.
you know,
So she's
very
soft as you.
masculine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like scientific study or something that the autistic kids are telepathic.
Oh,
like I
for
was
sure.
saying.
It's a telepathy file.
But they're like connected to like their one guardian. So it's like one thing that they can they can tell. But it's the same thing that babies have. So y'all have experienced it as well. The baby, they're nonverbal, but what happens is they release this chemical. So whoever it is, that's why even like with like same-sex marriages or anything like that, it doesn't necessarily matter, you know, who the caretaker is, whoever the baby sees and who they see as a nurturer, they connect with that person, and it's like this chemical that's released where they say like you literally fall in love. Like you're like, okay, you're under my spell now. You know what I mean? Oh, you need this, you already kind of intuitively know. But it's again that frontal cortex with us why we are the nurturers. Why, like, even in crazy situations when there's a child that's not even ours that is lost in a crowd, you know what I'm saying? We're intuitively just like protected.
Yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Mom brain is also scientific. There's
Oh, yeah.
an actual space that kind of shrinks in order for another space to because your kids are nonverbal when they're first born.
Right.
So you're intuitively having to connect with this baby who's trying to tell you what it needs, and your brain makes space for that. God's design is amazing.
That's what I mean. God creating the teachers of these miracles so that we don't forget those miracles.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Like, again, us keeping that space when our children are continuously nonverbal. It's the same thing, that same essence of when they were a newborn. We're just carrying it on.
So, like, parents can, like, they know what their kids are saying even when they're
Yeah.
just speaking gibberish.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I first moved in the house and I was pregnant, my niece was 2.5, and I didn't know what she was saying. Like, I would look to the translator, like, and now my son has a speech delay, but we've done so much work. Like, he's speaking pretty clearly now.
Come
Like,
a long way.
I've been doing work, like, in everything, like what he's eating,
Right.
detoxing him, supplementing him, getting him speech therapy or whatever, and then I change how I cook things.
Yeah.
I don't cook nothing in plastic, cast iron.
Yep.
Don't put nothing hot in plastic.
Yeah.
Only
Or in
glass.
the microwave.
No
too.
microwave,
Yeah,
no
microwave,
oven.
yeah.
Like, I mean, if I do, I have used the microwave, but one
But
thing
no
I cook-
plastic.
no air fryer. Big heavy metals in the air fryer.
See? I don't
So,
do the air fryer.
I thought the air fryer was supposed to be
I thought
That's
the
what I
air
thought.
fryer-
Yeah. It's always
No,
data
that's
collected.
the worst. It's a certain metal that comes through the air fryer, and that's when I went down the rabbit hole.
That's what I'm saying. She's
And
red.
ABA now he's like mainstream because they were trying to say he was first level 1 autistic, and then this other diagnosis tried to say he was level 2. And I was like, I'm not taking this laying down. Like, I'm not, because I know my son. Like,
Yeah.
I know his brain. Like, I could see the light in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, no. I changed. I was like, we don't eat meat.
You don't
know?
box him in, right?
Yeah, no, but not even that. I mean, if he is, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna do everything I can early enough that I can say I tried. You know,
Right,
so
right.
I changed everything
With
with
doing the heavy metal detox and all that.
Yes, and not even just doing it once. You got to do it multiple
going.
times.
Yeah.
You got to detox, and not just
You're
detox,
constantly
supplement.
taking it in.
Right.
Supplement. I did lion's mane, folinic acid, B12.
What about
All that parasitic
Did you do
influences.
colloidal silver?
I've heard of that. I've
And
never done it
The
yet.
monatomic gold?
Yeah, and I've also heard like CDS, you know, like carbon dioxide solution. There's a lot of benefits to that.
Yeah,
I mean, not even just autism. Like,
Well,
well, that as a binder
Right.
when
Yeah.
you're detoxing
Yeah,
too.
activated
Okay.
I would.
Yeah.
I
bought some.
sprinkle like cilantro on like everything, you know,
Yeah.
and like all his therapists, they see a difference. I'm like, what?
I know,
It's
exactly.
Like that gut and stuff, it is really connected. But you know, I'm just not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna tell you
I know.
Shout
that.
out to you for doing
Like,
that.
Yeah.
even if he is so headstrong and so sassy and annoying sometimes, like telling me,
He's a
but I'm
kid.
so proud
Right.
that he can yell at me and say no, because I'll be like, JC, I said no. He's like, I said yes.
You know, feisty.
Yes, but
a little
he's
decisive.
he's just so funny. Like he's
Yeah.
hilarious, and he knows
Yeah.
he understands the room. Like if he did wrong, he's gonna distract me, and start dancing. I was like, you're still in trouble. Even though you're funny,
I know.
you're still in trouble. Go sit
Right.
down.
And I have a little sweetness, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
you're still in
Boy,
trouble.
mom,
You're
yo.
still doing it. And it does make you melt a little because you're like,
Bro.
it's funny because I feel like he has softened me a lot, and I thought it
Yeah.
more so a girl would, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
But he has, because they have such big emotions and they look like
Yes.
little men. You're like, oh,
Them puppy
sorry,
eyes.
man. Like I know, you know,
Squeeze the
so
boobers.
Yes.
He's gonna
In
be-
public, he's like,
I
I'm
expect
not
him
like,
to be strong, right?
Right,
Women
right.
are gonna expect him to be strong and like
Yeah.
stick together and all this.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to give him those like
the space to be emotional.
right, and also teach him how to handle it, so that when
Right.
he's older, he's not taking it out on those around him or things like that. So
Mhm.
I feel like I'm very conscious.
I
That's
love
real
that.
good.
I
Yeah.
don't want him. So in our culture, it's like they prize the boys, and the girls were meant to be like, we did the hard work, we did the heavy lifting. You look after your brothers, you do this. Whereas the boys had it so easy.
Yeah, we-
you know? And it's almost like you cater. You learn from a very early age to cater to the men, even with their like. And I'm
It's
just
so
like,
true.
I don't know if I'm trying to reverse that with
No.
time, you know? It's
Yeah.
Well, I think in general,
But
yeah. Go ahead.
you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I do. But I think that's why we're also coming into this Me Too movement
Yeah.
now, where as before it was like little girls, you have to be more disciplined and stuff like that. Whereas,
Stay quiet,
whereas
yeah.
boys will be boys, right?
Yes, and they
You
have
know?
that like that almost that free pass. And
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I like
Absolutely
that
not.
whole like
No.
with boys you have to be a little more firm because
Yes.
I feel like the discipline is necessary for not only their success but that's the success of the generation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
And my son now is very emotionally balanced, and he's decisive.
How old is your son?
He's gonna be 16.
That always throws me off.
I know.
And he lives with his dad now. So he moved in February to California with his dad.
Wow.
And it was very divine because I think his dad was prepared. I think he's done with his Playboy days. And he's always been there. Like, he's never been an absent father. But, like, the way that he is pouring into Elon is exactly what Elon needs in this stage in his life. And Elon, he's so cool. Like, he's the guy who walks down the street and just daps up everybody.
Oh, that's my son, too.
Yeah, like, he's not a part of any cliques.
Right.
He's just like the nomadic friend that's like, I'm cool with everybody.
Yeah.
And I just love that for him. He sent me the other day. He was, I guess, caught the wrong bus to school. And he was like, Mom, this is what I see in California all the time. And he sent me this guy, a picture of this guy on fentanyl.
Oh, Lord, we're in
With his
California.
ass out. San
San
Francisco.
Francisco.
I was like, why are you taking pictures of people, like, and sending them? And he's like, Mom, like, I just want to let you know that you're never going to have to worry about this out of me. And I'm just
Aw,
like,
that's good.
And so it just makes me proud.
Aw.
But that's-
Those
yeah.
yeses meant yes and those no's meant no.
But also those videos is what allowed people to actually, call out a Karen for being a Karen. You know what I mean? Like, a Karen wouldn't know that they a Karen unless they get videos. And you're like, look, bitch.
Proof or it didn't happen.
Right.
Right.
No, but
Look at
I
yourself
love
for a
through these
minute.
stories too that as a mom we do wear so many hats.
Yeah.
Like the disciplinary, the dietitian over here, and even the
Yes.
therapist. And, you know what I mean? And advocates. We are going to be
Yes.
our kids' biggest
Yes.
advocates. It doesn't matter what or shape or
who
where. Yeah,
or-
we're going to go through the fire for them.